Hello, I'm the CEO and founder of Future Match, an end-to-end careers hiring platform. It's Black History Month, right? So we thought we'd do something as a Black founder of a tech startup that is scaling, that's growing. I thought it'd be great to kind of just give a little background as we celebrate this momentous month. And before I say anything, the one thing that I love and one thing I've kind of couldn't wait for this to happen is the differentiation between how Black History Month is celebrated in the US in February, I think, if I'm correct, and how we do it in the UK. I think it's much more representative of the diversity of the Black community, the different journeys that we've taken, and I guess the different experiences that we have, right? So, my experience is very straightforward, I think. So if you look at my background, my mum from St. Kitts, my dad's from Zimbabwe. They met in England. I was born in England, moved to Zimbabwe when I was 5, came back 3 months short of my 17th birthday, so I was still 16. And having that kind of background has probably shaped who I am today. It definitely has, to grow up in an African society whereby there's certain expectations as a firstborn. There's certain expectations that we have within the kind of the culture and the environment, and some of those ethos and learnings are very much part of kind of you see yourself carrying those forward. About there's a focus around respect, there's a focus around manners, there's about education and the importance of learning and the importance of hard work and the importance of giving your best and trying your best and picking yourself up when you don't necessarily succeed at the first time. And it's not about the first success, about the second success, about the third success. And there's always that relentless feeling. And then also having the Caribbean influence in my life, whereby everyone talks about it being laid back, right? But it's laid back with a purpose. As I said to everyone, my mum, I believe could have been and should have been an entrepreneur, but she fell in love with her calling to become a nurse, and that was her thing, right? But within that environment, she always brought us up to kind of never be afraid, always be prepared to do whatever it takes to be successful, right, within the parameters of success. And I take back the fact that she's probably one of the biggest risk takers, and that's where I take my risk from. She encouraged me at kind of my young age to go back to England. Right? You got a British citizen, you got a British passport, you got family, you got friends. We got family, and you got your friends, her friends, and all that type of stuff. Just go for it, right? Trust me, you be a success, you be okay. I have 100% faith in you doing that. Now, to think of your mom kind of making that big decision, I think it's something that I always look back with great admiration, and we've talked about it many times. I think that when you talk about you talk about the upbringing, and then I think about my kind of journey into the setting of Future Match. This is a culmination of a journey that started from that very decision that my mom made when she said to me, go for it, try your luck. I think you'll be successful. After having visited here for my grandma's funeral and coming back in and kind of always having that in the back of my mind that if I work hard, if I do my best, that success and opportunities will follow, and hopefully that's the kind of ethos around it. So when we look at the ethos and the fundamentals of kind of Future Match, is that how do we inspire the aspirations of a generation? I go back to that Kufa at 16 who was inspired to follow his own aspirations, and then all the challenges that came in between that is how we kind of look at building Future Match, right? So how do we create an awareness of opportunities? And once we know the awareness is, how do we create access to those opportunities, right? So how to get to those opportunities. And when you're there, knowing that you're going to be assessed fairly and equally, and you're going to be selected based on, from our space, from the potential and the character and everything else you bring to the table, if you're more experienced, from the experience and background you have, and nothing else, right? It doesn't matter of the color of your skin, it doesn't matter of your gender orientation, it doesn't matter of who, it all comes down to is we want you for what you can bring to our business, and you want to be part of the business because you know it can enrich your career. So in essence, that's what Future Match is all about, right? It's connecting those dots, right? It's connecting all those things we talked about. It's about it's about enabling organizations to go out there and attract that talent, to bring that talent on board, to raise awareness of the fantastic opportunities they have, but also to fill their key areas of growth with talent that's going to deliver the potential it has, and then working with those organizations to do that. And then when we're talking to talent, it's about how can we help you access those roles, right? We look at a fundamental, you look at a day to day, I look at this and I think, today we have Rishi Sunak, who is now the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. We know his background, his from where he's come from. And I know today that there's young boys and girls who will be going to school for the first time thinking, wow, I can be. And it doesn't matter how that journey happens.